Getty General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah of the Minnesota Vikings. Last month at the NFL owners' meetings, the Minnesota Vikings were looked at as the belle of the ball with their newly acquired first-round pick fueling whispers of a blockbuster trade up in the upcoming draft. It's no secret finding the next franchise quarterback after Kirk Cousins is vital for the Vikings organization, and the expectation is the Vikings will deal the number 11 and number 23 picks as the core of a trade package to land a top 4 quarterback prospect. However, less than 2 weeks before the draft, General Manager Adofo-Mensah attempted to keep the league off his scent. He likened the number 23 pick acquired in a trade with the Houston Texans as an insurance policy to entertain multiple paths in the draft, including waiting for a quarterback to fall outside the top 10. Sports Illustrated's Connor Orr took issue with Adofo-Mensah's posturing in an April 17 column, urging Adofo-Mensah to trade up for the quarterback of Kevin O'Connell's choosing instead of settling on whoever falls to them. If the Vikings stand pat at numbers 11 and 23, respectively, they will be squandering the best chance they have had in the Adofo-Mensah-O'Connell timeline to move up for a capable, franchise-altering passer, or rote. While Patrick Mahomes once had to wait until pick number 10, that caliber of player isn't in wave 2 of this year's quarterback class. And trying to sell Vikings fans on as much would feel like a faux concession, admitting to a lack of risk-taking ability. The Vikings made a regime change 2 years ago in hopes of getting over the hump of vying for the playoffs and instead become a perennial championship contender. Figuring out the future at quarterback is tantamount to sustainable success, and it always seemed like Cousins was never the long-term answer for the new regime. They made it work for 2 seasons, but the pivot off Cousins was inevitable considering his age and costly contract on a roster that atrophied from its former glory as an NFC Championship game caliber cast. Cousins was always the comfortable middle. The Vikings were competitive into the winter months. They made the playoffs twice in Cousins' 6 years under center but were never among the final 4 teams standing in the conference championship round, the exact terrain the team had climbed to before signing Cousins. According to the Star Tribune's Ben Gosling, the Vikings attempted to trade up for a quarterback in the 2023 draft but lacked the draft capital to move up from number 23, ultimately choosing to sit pat and select Jordan Addison after C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson came off the board. This year, they have the draft capital, and they're in striking distance at number 11. Taking any quarterback in the first round may lead to a competitive run based on the cap benefits of a rookie-scale quarterback contract.